Okay. Do you have any thoughts on yesterday? You want to continue like that? You want to do something different?
We can continue where we left off,
Yeah.
which was, I think we stopped on the serpentine.
Yeah. Good. Keep your weight divided over 2 sitting bones. So you sit a little bit too far to the left. Drop your right hip. Sit straight in the middle. Yeah. And build yourself up in your spine towards the ceiling. See that your legs are even. Good, and then always ask yourself first the question, is this the speed that I want, is this the direction that I want, and is this the posture that I want? Speed could be a little bit more active, huh? You really have like a clear rhythm, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, good. And then ask a little bit of flexion. So the nose a little bit more towards the left front leg, while your right rein keeps her on the track. The nose a little bit more towards the left front leg by opening your inside rein. There, good, that. Yeah. And see if you can keep that a little bit more over there. I would not mind her being straight. I do mind her getting stiff on the inside. And so when you can make her straight and you feel that the moment that you start to ask left flexion that she's giving it to you again, and you can make her straight. If you feel that if she makes herself straight, she's already bracing a bit on the inside and blocking on the inside, then it's better to keep a little bit inside flexion to keep her more through on the inside, that she doesn't start to make herself a plank. That you consistently have the feeling that if you wanted to do a circle from this position, that you could actually do that without first having to ask for more. Yeah, a little bit more left flexion. Yeah, open your left hand. Try to open it out of your elbow, like you open a door. Yeah, that. Good. Good, that's it. Yeah. Good, well done, that. And then a big circle in the middle. Keep the nose a little bit to the left. Good. Yeah, activate the inside hind leg with your inside leg. Keep the nose a little bit to the left again, because there she becomes a bit too straight and stiff. So you ask, open your left hand out of your elbow, that. That you see that the left shoulder and the left part of the neck is getting a bit more hollow. Then you know that she's contracting the inside. Yeah, good. I like the braid. Did you do that?
I did.
Yeah, it's probably a better idea of what she does yesterday if she does that a lot. Yeah, sometimes once they figure that out, it becomes a game. Let's throw my hair around. Yeah, good. And then follow the track again, keep a little bit inside flexion. Yeah, that is nice, well done. Active with your inside leg. Very good, very good. Yeah, that's already a position where in a later stage you could start to ask like shoulder in or something, because she's in the right shape for that. Good, then change rein. Good. Yeah, then keep your left elbow in your pocket. Then ask a little bit right flexion. Good. And walk on. Yeah. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. There, good. Yeah, that activity. That you really feel that she's moving towards your hand. Yeah. Yeah, and I actually like it that she wants to give too much then. Because then it means that she's really in front of your leg and you can relax. You don't need to keep your leg on then. Good. Yeah, drop your right hip in this corner. In the turn to the right, you have a tendency to lift your right hip up. Try to step down in your right stirrup and drop your hip or your thigh out of your hip. Yeah, here in the corner, drop your thigh down out of your hip. That you get more like a tree that's growing into the ground and she has to turn around it, then that the tree goes out of the ground and she can go under it. Yeah, down out of the hip and then let her turn around your leg. Yeah, that. Yeah, you have to think about that regularly because on both sides you have a bit of tendency to lift your right hip up. Good, and then make trot out of that. That's really good. Yeah, change the diagonal, eh? Yeah. A little bit more active forward because this is a speed where it's very hard for her to maintain anything. So try to make it like go one gear up. Yeah, and then go to a big circle. Good, keep your left elbow in place. Because here she's drifting over the outside shoulder, so it means that you allow the left side to become too long. So you keep the door a little bit more closed on the left side, with your left elbow going towards your left pocket. Yeah, left elbow going towards your left pocket. That's it. Good. That's better. Yeah, that's better. Yeah, and then follow the track. Good. Drop your right hip again. Yeah, feel that that wants to go up, that you need to actually really push it down. Yeah, that. Good. Turn around your leg. Be a tree that's in the ground. Good. Yeah, turn in time. Be a tree with your right leg. Yeah, you feel that? Then she really turns around your inside leg. Otherwise, I think you feel that she wants to fall in, but then you lift your leg up to stop that, and you have to do the exact opposite, because if you lift your leg up, you become less strong on that side. You need to step down in it. Yeah, that's good. And then change rein over the diagonal in between your two reins. Support on both sides, slowly make her straight, then get the contact on the right rein, ask left flexion, nose in front of the left front leg. Yes, nose in front of the left front leg. Good. And still don't lift your right hip up. Yeah, sit in the middle of the saddle. There, and then the nose a bit more to the left, because then your left leg can drop down into that. Yeah, that. And then a big circle in the middle, the nose a little bit more in front of the inside front leg again. Your outside rein does not open, but steers on the big circle. So with the rein close to the neck, you keep telling her with the outside rein where you want to circle, and then your left rein tells her, but I want you to look to the inside front leg. But your outside rein does not give everything away, so your circle does not become smaller when you ask left flexion. Good. So your right rein says how big the circle needs to be, and then your left rein says, but I want you to look to the left. Yeah, that. Keep your right rein on. Yeah. And so on this side she wants to fall a little bit more towards the inside shoulder, so then you're not going to keep turning because that will make it worse, but you're going to pick a spot, the first person on the chair. You're going to go over there. First person on the chair, and then the third, and then to me. Yeah, and then you do the same thing again from B, so from the middle, but you go to a spot on the mirror, so that's too much. So I want you to pick a spot on the outside, on the short side to go to. Yeah, and then turn a little and come to me. Good, and turn a little and go straight, and turn a little and go to one of the ropes that's hanging there. Stay on the wall, and now turn a little, but go to the back door. Go to the door. Yeah, and then turn a little, and go to the C, and then go straight. Yeah, that is better. That is better. And she starts to rebalance herself because she's not so convinced anymore that she needs to keep turning and falling in. Turn a little. Yeah, and turn a little. Yeah, and then slowly ask more flexion to the left, but with your right rein you only allow her to turn a little. Your right rein says go straight, left rein asks nose more to the left, and straight. Yeah, well done. Yeah, you see how you need to correct that? Otherwise she keeps in a falling motion and not in a motion where she carries herself. Yeah, better. Turn a little, keep the left flexion. Yes, you feel? Now it's good. Then that left side becomes hollow and the weight goes to the right shoulder. So here you go a few steps straight again when you lose it. Straight, rebalance, ask the nose to the left, and then turn a little, but only a little. Yeah, and still nose to the left. Well done. Yeah, well done. That's it. Good. Good. Keep the left flexion. Yeah. Good. Yeah. Like that. And so only do a circle if you feel that she's not going towards the inside shoulder, if she keeps going to the outside shoulder. If you feel she wants to go too much to the inside shoulder, you don't do a circle, but you do like a diamond. You turn a little bit and you go a few steps straight. And you turn a little bit and you go a few steps straight. Much better, well done. Yes, super. Then have a little break, well done. Yeah, you're doing really good with this. A lot of people have much more trouble to find their lines. But you feel it, eh? You feel when she starts to fall, eh? And then you know, oh, I need to correct it, because now she basically starts to turn on her own then. When you ask her to go on the circles, she's like, oh, I know what you want. But then she goes with all her weight to the inside shoulder, and then she loses her balance. And then if you keep circling, it's not going to go magically better again. So you need to ride out of the circle to get her engaged from the inside hind to the outside front again, and then you can maybe circle again, but rather do it then in little steps, that she learns to wait for you how much she needs to turn, instead of that she's like, I know what you want. Yeah, try to keep the nose in front of the left front leg here. Good. Yeah. Yeah. Check if your legs are even. Yeah, nose in front of the left front leg. And then step down with your left leg. Let her turn around your leg. Yeah. That. Yeah, good. Good. Turn one step in, keep the left flexion, and think straight. Yeah. And then one step, keep the left flexion, engage with your left leg, engage with your left leg. Yeah, there. Because she basically needs to step deeper under with your left hind to carry yourself better. Engage the left hind forward. Yeah, and then turn one step in and engage the left hind forward. Yeah, that. Good. Good, and trot. Yeah, nose in front of the left front leg. Yeah, engage the left hind. So try not to keep pushing her sideways, try to engage the left hind more forward under you. Because then she starts to carry herself. If you push her sideways, you're gonna have to keep pushing because nothing changes. She needs to engage the left hind more under the body so she rebalances herself. That you don't need to consistently do it for her. Good, change your diagonal, sit, sit, yeah. A little bit left flexion, and then engage the left hind forward. Yeah, that, good, good. There you go, nice. Yeah, do a circle like that, but in little steps. Engage the left hind forward. Where's the left flexion? Nose in front of the left front leg, yeah, and engage the left hind forward. There, good. Yeah, nice. Good. Yeah, well done. Good, and then have a little break. This was very good, much better. And so, if you feel that she's falling in and you try to push her sideways, she's falling in because she has too much weight here. That means she's not pushing her inside hind leg under, going towards the outside shoulder, because then she would not have so much weight there. So this leg is basically too slow, and then she falls to the inside shoulder. Then if you try to push her sideways, yes, you rebalance her in the way that you push the weight out, but this does not change. So the moment you let go of the leg, she will fall in again. So it's better to engage this leg forward, so you feel now she starts to carry more weight to the outside shoulder, because then she rebalances herself, she contracts her inside more, and then you don't need to do as much because she does it, and that's where she becomes stronger in it. Otherwise she doesn't become stronger. You know, in a competition you can do it to sort of keep it okay for the eye of the judge, but it's not going to solve the training issue that she doesn't carry enough on the inside hind. Yeah, so activate forward, not sideways, to make her straighter. Yeah, activate forward, also there. Yeah. Until you feel you can relax and it stays the same for a few strides. And then you probably have to motivate him again with the left hind. Then you teach him to maintain it more by himself. Yeah, forward with the left leg. And relax your leg and see if he wants to stay there on his own. Yeah. Yeah. And in the beginning it's probably only going to be a couple of steps that he does it on his own, but he learns more and more to do it on his own then. If you correct every time that he stops stepping under like that, then after a while he doesn't know any better.
My mind is not on that at all.
Yeah, good. Okay, then first do a 3-loop serpentine from C and walk. Keep the activity. Yeah. Little bit left flexion. You touch the wall under the speaker. Slowly turn off the wall. Engage the left hind forward. Go straight across. Activate the right hind forward. Ass right flexion. Good. And activate the right hind. Don't lift up your hip. A little bit more forward on the right. Yeah, that. Good. And activate the left hind forward and ass left flexion. Nose in front of the left front leg. Yeah, and think straight forward, left leg. Forward. Yeah, that. When you feel that he really rebalances and starts to make more of an effort to carry himself. Good, and then go down the long side in trot and then do it in trot. Good, drop your left leg again. There. Give an 8 and let go. Yeah, left flexion. Good. Yeah, right hind. Forward, 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 not sideways. Yeah, watch out that you don't push him out because then he just drifts. Forward for your leg. Forward. Yeah, that. Good, and then straight again. Good, nose a little bit in front of the left front leg. Yeah, do it again. And then the one to the right, make sure that you activate him forward and don't push him sideways. So here, right leg, forward, forward. Stay on the track, forward. Stay on the track, forward. Stay on the track, forward. Right leg, right leg, right leg, right leg, right leg, right leg. Yeah. Steady with your hands. Don't try to solve it with your hands. Relax your leg and tap him with your right. Relax your leg and tap him with your right leg. Forward, forward, forward. I don't see you tap, I see you push. Yeah. Relax your leg, that, where he starts to look ugly at you. Relax your leg and give a new weight. There, that's better. Otherwise you push, but then it's just something that he can ignore like a girth. Good, rise at the other lead. Yeah. Good, and then do you do a 3-loop serpentine from this side. Forward for your right leg. Not with your left, right leg. Kick and let go. And kick and let go. Yeah, that. Where he looks ugly at you, and you do it well. Yeah. Good, straight forward with your left leg. Yeah, good. And relax, and straight forward with your right leg. Go. Go. Relax your right leg and go. Try not to help with your left leg. Relax your right leg and go. Go. Until he looks ugly at you again. Yeah, that. Straight forward. Right leg and go. Yes, that. Good. Good. Yeah, and then you relax. Good. And then make a transition back to walk. You have a tendency to try to solve it with your left leg. And then your right leg starts only to squeeze, but that doesn't do much. And once squeeze is ignored, then it's not useful anymore. So try to relax and give a new 8, and more like a tap than a squeeze. Good, so here also drop your right leg, relax, and then do tap tap with your right legs. Hey, come on, come on. Come on. Yeah, that needs to be better. And then drop your right leg again. Yeah, and tap, tap, right leg. Yes, good, good. There, good. So here, if he does ignore you, ask for trot with only your right leg. Right leg and trot, right leg and trot, right leg and, yeah, that, and then relax. Then totally relax and go back to walk again. And so that's a golden rule in everything, that if he starts to ignore your aid, go to the next step. So if you're in walk and he doesn't want to go to trot. If he's in trot and he doesn't want to go to canter. Always take the next gait. Don't try to stay in the gait that you're in then. Yeah, see, then he's in front of your leg again because he thinks forward again. Good. Go, go, go. Yeah, that. And then relax. Good. Okay, and pick up the reins a little bit more. Yeah, ass right flexion and trot. Good. Then you do half a circle, but a big circle, so all the way across the arena. Yeah. All the way to the other end. And then you go to medium trot for your right leg on the wall. 1, 2, and go. Right leg. Go, 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 go. Yeah, and then bring it back again. Relax your leg. Good. Change your diagonal. One more. Change your diagonal. Sit, sit. Yeah. Half a circle again. Good. Step down into your right stirrup here. Relax your left leg and go. Right leg. Yeah, good. And reward that. And relax your leg. That was better. That's the response that we're looking for. Good, and then change rein to the other side. Good, so also change your diagonal at the end of this diagonal. Change your diagonal, yeah, good. Good, and then you can do it in the back, make half a circle and then come forward on the wall for your left leg. So here, half a circle. Good. Keep the nose a little bit in. Yeah, good. And now left leg and go. Yeah, good. And slow down again. Good. And there's quite a difference between the left side and the right side, huh? Yeah. But also the extension is much more clear on the left side. So really needs to learn how to push with the right, and it's actually a good exercise for that. Good, change rein again. Slow down, so you don't fly through the corner. Keep your left rein on. Yeah, good. Good, and forward for your right leg again. 1, 2, and go. Right leg. Yeah, better. Good. And bring them back again. Keep the nose a little bit more to the right. Yeah, that he doesn't change the flexion to the outside. Nice. Yeah, this is better. And he's more active with the right hind now. Do you feel that? So right flexion. Yeah, half a circle. Good. And Go. Keep the right flexion, keep the right flexion. Yeah, don't let him change the flexion. And relax again. Relax your right leg, drop it down. Good. And a few steps forward for your right leg, just because you can. Yeah, that. And that you play a little bit more with that to make him more aware that he has a right leg. Yeah, well done. And then bring him back already. Relax your legs. Sit in the middle. Don't lift up your right hip. Drop your right hip. Good. Yeah, and then you can give him a break, because that's hard work for him, huh? It's good work, but hard work.
Head shaking's been gone.
Yeah, it's better to do the braid, huh? Yeah.
Yeah, see that? Awesome. Yeah, that's a good fix, and thankfully that's doing it.
Yeah. Yeah, we have a lot of Frisians that do the same. Once they figure out that they can toss it. Yeah. You don't feel confident enough to canter yourself?
She had surgery. She had surgery.
You want her to do the handwork now?
I think so, before she gets too tired, because there was quite a lot already, huh?